Sawubona mngani, welcome back to Mama Thando's isiZulu classroom, where learning isiZulu is fun. isiZulu simnandi. In this lesson, mngani, you will learn 25, yes, 25 of the most commonly used izenzo verbs about playing in isiZulu. A verb is isenzo, and verbs are izenzo. The word isenzo simply means an act, an action. And well, it is what it is, an action word. You are going to use these verbs a lot with me and in school. At the end of the lesson, I have made a quiz for you. Yebo! I will tell you the verb in isiZulu. Then I will tell you its translation to isiNgisi, English. Some verbs have more than one meaning in English. I will tell you all of them. And some verbs have the same translation, so I will explain those in more detail with examples too, so that you can tell them apart. Then I will give you a chance to repeat the word after me. Ngani, here, try and copy me as much as you can. If you feel that the time you are given is just not enough to repeat the word, pause the video, try again, and then continue watching the rest of the verbs. Then write down the verb in your vocabulary notebook. I will ask you to memorize the verb, learn its pronunciation, learn its spelling, learn its meaning. Here's a quick tip for you, guys. Always pull the syllable before the last one. For example, in the verb Phonsa, which is to throw, it only has 2 syllables. Phonsa. We will pull the syllable pho a little bit, like this. Phonsa. Did you hear that? Phonsa. For the verb Gibela, that has 3 syllables. It means to ride on, so like riding on a car or something. Gibela imoto. Now, we will pull the second syllable in this one, that be, just a little bit, like this. Listen. Gibela. Gibela. Now, I hope you got that. Now, let's get started with those verbs. Dlala. Dlala. To play. Now, you try. Zwinga. Zwinga. To swing. This is a borrowed word. Now you try. Gibela. Gibela. To ride on. For example, to ride a car. For example, to get on a tractor. To get on a ride at the park. Now you try. Phonsa. Phonsa. To throw. This is to throw something to someone, not at them. You're not trying to hurt them. You're throwing it to them so they can catch it. Phonsa. Now you try. Nqaka. Nqaka. To catch. Now you try. Jikijela, Jikijela, to throw at. So, for example, to throw something at another person. So, you are not aiming for the person to catch this thing. You're actually throwing it maybe so that it can hit them somewhere in their body. Of course, we should not do this. Yeah. So, I want you to get the difference between Phonsa and Jikijela. When you are playing cricket, baseball, you are throwing the ball. You don't necessarily want the person to catch the ball, but you're not trying to hit them with the ball. So that is Phonsa. When you're playing basketball and you're throwing the ball to one of your teammates, you want them to catch the ball, which is Nqaka. Then that Phonsa that we are talking about that. So that is Phonsa. That's to throw, but you're not trying to hit them with the ball. Now, Jikijela, the aim is to hit someone with this thing, whatever it is. Maybe it's a stone or maybe it's snow. So, looking at the picture we have there on the screen, this is plain snow. And so they've made these balls and they are throwing them at each other. The idea is that it hits the person. So here is the example here in the sentence. Then Jikijela James ngeqhwa. Jane is throwing snow at James. Do you see? She wants to hit him somewhere. That's the difference between Phonsa and Jikijela. Now you try. Khahlela, Khahlela, to kick. Now you try. Gxuma, Gxuma, to jump and to skip. Now you try. Beka, 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 to hop. Now you try. Shushuluza, Shushuluza, to slide. Now you try. Gijima, Gijima, to run. Now you try. Jaha, Jaha, that is to chase, but it's also pronounced like Jaha, Jaha, Jaha. It's almost like you're scratching your throat with that sound. That is to chase. Now you try. Baleka, Baleka. This is to run away. Not the same as Gijima, which is to run. But this one is running away from something or from someone. Now you try. Bamba, Bamba. This is to catch and to hold. We use this to say to catch when, for example, this is not going to be nice and I hope you do not ever do this to anyone. But say someone does something at you. Let's use that same example of Jikijela and say Jane throws snow at you and hits you with the snow. So then you say to her, I'll catch you. That's that same catch that we are talking about. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but whenever it is that you do get the chance, well, catch her is what you're saying. So that's the way we use that verb Bamba when we say to catch. But Bamba is also to hold. So when we are holding someone's hand, that is Bamba. Ngibamba isandla sakho. I'm holding your hand. Now you Casha, Casha, to hide. Now you try. Thola, Thola, to find. Now you try. Thatha, Thatha, to take. Now you try. Phatha, Phatha, to carry. Now you try. Bhukuda, Bhukuda, to swim. Now you try. Beka, Beka, to put or to place an object. Now you try. Nyuka, Nyuka, to go up. As you can see, the boy is going up this rope obstacle. Now you try. Khahlela, Khahlela, to climb. As you can see that he's climbing the tree. But we can also use this verb when we are talking about climbing onto transport that you have to climb into it. It's not the entrance is not here, goes to you down there on the floor. You have to go up to it. So we then say Khahlela. And if you think about the olden days where they had those steam trains and the ground platform lower than the actual car of the train, people had to then climb up the steps, maybe a few steps, but then that's how they get into the car of the train. And so back then, people used to then say when they are getting on a train, bakhwela isitimela. That's to climb onto the train. Now you try. Shova, shova, to pedal, to cycle. Now you try. Gxuma, Gxuma, to roll on the ground, to roll on the floor. Now you try. Wa, wa, to fall. Now you try. Then now we will take the quiz. Yay! I will give you the question. You will have 3 options to choose the correct answer. The quiz is timed to encourage you to think on your feet. Remember that we are here to learn. If you don't do well in the quiz, don't worry. You can come back, watch the lesson again, then take the quiz as many times as you need to. So, let's start it! To swing. To play. To ride. To slide. Phonsa. To run. To carry. Nqaka. Jikijela. To kick. To hop. To run away. To chase. Casha. To swim. To climb. Bamba. Beka. To go up. To fall. Thola. To jump. To take. Nyuka. To cycle. To throw. Oh, Mngani, how did you do? Enjoy the quiz? If you did, then click like on this video. Oh, I'm so glad that you are doing so well in isiZulu and learning so many words too. Oh, Mngani, I am so pleased with your progress. Really, you've done so well. Halala, Mngani, halala. Now, Mngani, you can come back here many times to learn these verbs and practice using them. And then they are going to help you when you now learn to construct sentences in isiZulu. Oh, I'm looking forward to going through that with you. Well done. I will see you next time. Ngiyabonga. Sala kahle.